We're going to go to stock picks. We'll get your take on that, Ricus, next time. Ricus, your stock pick this evening, Sirius.
Yeah, it came out with results. Headline earnings per share down 28%, but it masks about 50% plus increase in operational earnings, and that difference is just currency loss because it is pounds, unfortunately, and pound hasn't been doing that well. But I think they're still executing extraordinarily well in their model, whereby buying underappreciated industrial assets outside of major business centre and improving them into a mature type of asset, selling it forward, and the continued strategy of looking at government, shall we say, aided defence and industrial parks, still executing very well on that. Price has been going nowhere, but at some stage I think this type of operational earnings and the history and consistency of that should be coming through in the share price, so I'd be buying that up on any price weakness there is.
And Cobus, we actually had a question around, is there any value in the local banks, maybe an ABSA or a Nedbank? And your pick today, Nedbank.
Yes, it's the purest play. South Africa's been upgraded. The government bonds hit records today. And historically, these things are highly correlated, the yields on the banks and the yields on government debt. And this particular rally, we've seen significant offshore buying in government debt, but not in the banks, not in the local banks. That's quite unusual. And just given everything else and the sort of bullishness, I guess, that I've allowed myself to express today, these banks just look like a absolute screaming deal. So a little bit boring, but Nedbank, call it the beaten down of the big four. The purest SA only play. I love ABSA as well. Its two largest markets, South Africa and Ghana. I'm quite bullish on their outcomes as well. There as well, you've got dividend yield higher than PE. Yeah. Same thing with Nedbank. So I think eventually either these bonds need to get more, get cheaper, or the banks need to get more expensive. You can't have this location forever. So I think it will be supportive for the banks.
Yeah, as is pointed out oftentimes in this show, those dividend yields are more than you get for putting money in their bank accounts, or in their savings accounts. That's all for Stockwatch today. Thanks to our guests, Ricus Reeders, PSG Hole-in-One, Ruimsig, Cobus Potgieter, Southern Cross Capital. Up next, the close.
Stockwatch is brought to you by Merchant West. Where others stop, we push further. Because we believe business as usual doesn't lead anywhere new. Go beyond with Merchant West. Finance, invest, insure.